Hi guys, so today's video is going to be the end of the year book tag, which is a book tag you're supposed to do leading up into the end of the year. I'm actually going to be joined by my husband Sean for this video. We're each going to take turns answering these questions. It is a little bit of a shorter tag, and I know you guys like when he comes on, so we're just going to swap for each question. I'll come on and then he'll come on.
Question 1. Are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? I think you've got more than a couple.
I have so many. So I feel like a legitimate reason. It's sad though, so we won't go into that. But Sean and I actually both had this list of books that we were supposed to buddy read this year. And just things got really crazy in our personal lives. So all of the buddy read books, which would be like The Night Circus, I definitely will have to start again. The Book Thief is another one. These are all books that I'll stick to those two because it's the two I care about the most, I think, out of the missed buddy read books. But yeah, I have so much catching up to do. Okay, so are there any books that you started that you want to finish for the end of the year?
So initially my response is going to be like, no, I finish everything. But you reminded me that we were supposed to read several books together, and I did not do that. Shame on me.
So point to yourself.
Shame.
Shame at the viewers.
I think the
Same
one that
answer as
comes
me.
most to mind is The Book Thief, I think. I was like, yeah, I'll read that, and I never opened it. Question 2. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year?
Okay, so some of you may know, but for the month of September, since that's when fall starts, I had made a before fall TBR, kind of for this was part of the reason, to kind of prep me for fall, and also because I wanted to be able to give some of you some insight into some books I thought would be good for fall, in case you are a mood reader based on the seasons. And I only liked really one of those books, and that would be this one here, Ninth Rain. It's not really fall, like, spooky and anything like that. It's not scary, but I thought that it had a lot of the paranormal stuff that I kind of associate with fall. Like there are some witches in it, and there's a character who's kind of like a unique take on a vampire / elf. But anyway, I guess Ninth Rain. That would be it, I suppose. And then do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year?
I don't believe so. But I do, for whatever reason, I read Watchmen every October, which I need to do that because it's October.
I mean, it makes sense because of Halloween.
Yeah. There's a pivotal scene on Halloween. Question 3. Is there a new release you are still waiting for?
I mean, you could answer that question for me.
Rhythm of War.
Yeah, I think we're all waiting for Rhythm of War, and I am so excited. But because that's the obvious answer,
So obvious.
Yeah, it's really obvious. The other one would be this one I'm going to state because I didn't even realize this was coming out I just didn't know even when I was making my anticipated releases, and I just saw it the other day and I was like, what? Okay. So there was a book I read called The Bird and the Blade, and I really enjoyed the majority of that book until the very end, and I didn't like the ending, but I said when I read that it was an honorable mention for one of my favorites of the year because I loved so much of it, just not the ending. So I was like, I will read something else by this author for sure, and that author actually has another book coming out. I'll insert it here. It has a gorgeous cover, and it sounds really interesting. I think there's like a religious cult kind of vibe, a character's trying to escape or is in danger from or something like that, but either way, I'm really excited, and I think it comes out the same day as Rhythm of War, actually. Not a good release date, birthday to have shared. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? As Luna licks herself.
Yeah, cleaning herself. So, yes, I got it in my mind to visit the land of comic books. Still something I enjoy a lot. And I realized that the Absolute Edition of The Dark Knight Returns was re-released, and I didn't know that, so I ordered that immediately. I also want to get the second Black Hammer Library Edition, and then the World of Black Hammer Library Edition. If you have not read Black Hammer, you should. And also the third deluxe edition of East of West is coming out by Jonathan Hickman and Nick Dragata. And so that's all comic books. And the only book I can think of is The Silence by Don DeLillo. Question, is this 4?
I don't know.
I can count. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year?
Well, Rhythm of War, for sure.
1.
I don't know. I guess whatever books are on my TBRs, so I'll have my fall TBR, that I'll have it linked if any of you are interested, but all the books on that. But I guess if I had time for them, I would like to get to the next books in the Winnowing Flame trilogy, because I got done talking about Ninth Reign a little bit ago, and it was such a surprise read that if I have the time, I would love to get to those 2. So that's 2 and 3. Is that cheating? I feel like it's cheating.
I'll allow it.
Okay. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year?
I should have prepared this. I said I wanted to read Infinite Jest by the end of the year. That's a big boy, though. I hope I can read it, but I don't know if I will. I have to pick 3? Oh my gosh. That's 1.
You want to finish Oathbringer, so I can stop pestering you about it.
That's true. I would like to finish Oathbringer.
Are you going to read Rhythm of War, too? How dare you?
No, too much. I want to read the Reconstruction book by Eric Foner, but that's another big chunky history book. So we'll see. Those may bleed over till next year. Almost a final question, but it's not. Penultimate question. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? So not Rhythm of War.
See,
that would not be shocking.
That's the thing. Rhythm of War would be the one I would expect to be a favorite. So literally any other book would be shocking if it ended up being a favorite of the year, because I don't think I'm going to like anything more than... Well, I don't think I'm going to like anything more than Rhythm of War or the other books I've enjoyed this year that have been favorites, like Fireborn. Loved that. I don't know if you guys knew, but I love Fireborn. And then I really enjoyed House of Dragons. That was kind of a fun surprise book for me. I ended up loving Ninth Reign. Queens of Innisleer was so boring but so good, and I still think about that one. So I don't know that I'm going to enjoy anything more than those. So
that's fair.
If anything beats those, then I'm going to be shocked. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year?
I don't believe so. I've read too many good books this year. I would be very, very surprised if anything was like...
It's the same answer as me.
I mean, if I do get to Infinite Jest, I hope I like it, but I don't think I'm going to like Infinite Jest more than a lot of the books I've been yammering on about for the better part of a year. Final question. Have you already started making reading plans for 2021?
I have some exciting reading plans for next year that involve other people, but that will be saved for a later date. Yes, the answer is yes.
Answer.
Yeah, but I can't tell you yet, but I'm excited about it. You already started making reading plans for next year?
No.
No.
I just have lots of books to read, so...
My goodness.
Luna's just sighing and scratching.
Licking. Yawning.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything concrete. But I'm not much of a TBR person. It's kind of just whatever
you're in the mood for.
Yeah.
You're a mood reader.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Wow. That was our end of the year book tag before the end of the year. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.